Today we're in conversation with Mr. Rajesh Loomba and Mr. Aditya Loomba. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining in, and heartiest congratulations for the spectacular journey.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Sonia.
So, please talk to us about your journey. What is the genesis of eco-mobility?
Oh, the word eco actually does not stand for, when it was formed by our father some 50 years back, for either economy or ecology. It was emergency commissioned officer. He was in an emergency commission and came out as a captain in the Indian Army. Post that, he did not have much capital. He did not have a job at that time. But to do something, he borrowed a car and started driving it. And that's where the journey started. It. And when he had to name the company after, when he purchased his first car, he called it ECO because it stood for what he was. He was an emergency commissioned officer. So for him, it was simple as that I am an ECO, my company is ECO.
That's beautiful. Wonderful. So, Mr. Aditya, can you share the details of the IPO?
Yeah, so this is basically a full OFS, and we are selling 1.8 crore shares, and it's the sellers are Rajesh and myself, for the promoters.
Okay.
So yeah, that is the broad details.
Okay. How do you intend to utilize the proceeds?
Yeah, so since our company has ever since inception, we've always remained a profitable company. So we have a very healthy balance sheet,
Sure.
and we have built up good cash reserves, and we have good cash flows. So therefore, the company does not really need as such external capital for growth, for the future growth, because it already has a very strong reserves. And therefore, we are doing a full OFS, which is an offer for sale.
Okay.
Yeah.
Super. So, Mr. Rajesh, how are you leveraging technology to scale up?
So we built the system way back in around 15 years back, and the system we have is for the chauffeured car rental business. So wherein we have a central transport management system, which is which basically has everything from right from the reservation till the dispatch till the billing, etc., all integrated into the system. With this are connected our customer app is connected, the online booking tools that customers use, our APIs that are connected to various platforms,
Okay.
through which we get the reservations, and also is connected the contact center, which also gets reservations by mail or phone, which also gets input over here, plus the driver app through which we execute all the reservations in the chauffeured car rental part of the business.
Okay. Wonderful. So, you had partnered with G20 as well. So, can you talk about your network and distribution network and your key verticals?
So the key verticals, if you look at it, that intrinsically the business is car with driver. There are two flavors to it. One is chauffeured car rental services, the other is employee transportation services, which comprise the maximum part of our business. Um, chauffeured car rental services are is a service that somebody like you would be using for frequently, in terms of having a car on with a chauffeur on rental for the entire day, or for an airport transfer, or going out station. And then you would be wanting different categories of car as per your different needs or occasions. You may be happy with just a sedan or economy sedan one day, and you may need, you have three of you traveling, or four of you traveling. You need a Krista, or a premium MUV, or you need a luxury car for certain occasions, and you may need it today in Mumbai, tomorrow in Chandigarh, and the day after in Coimbatore. So ECO is there to service all of that need. And for this part of the business, our majority of our clients are corporates, or even management companies, or even individual clients. And this service currently we provide in 109 cities across India, and also 30 countries globally. The other flavor of the business I was talking about is employee transportation, which is a home office, home pickup and drop service, wherein we provide this service mostly to large corporations for their employees to be picked up from home and brought to office and got back. Typically, they are global capability centers, ITS companies, and manufacturing companies worldwide.
Oh, super. So, Aditya, can you share some global trends?
Well, it's the global trends are. I think more and more people want to travel today. I think that we India is a country of youngsters.
Absolutely.
India is a growth country. India is a country where people are looking forward to experiences, and I think ground transportation becomes a very integral part of your entire journey
Sure.
and that entire experience,
Right.
both from the point of view of comfort, but also more importantly from the point of view of safety and security as well as hygiene. And that is where we feel that there is a huge opportunity
Sure.
to offer safe, reliable, hygienic, comfortable ground transport solutions across the geographies, whether they are going to business cities or they are going to leisure destinations, whether they are traveling within India or they are traveling internationally. We feel that eco mobility should be able to cater to all the needs of the ground transportation industry. And also, in terms of the trends, we are seeing that India is now becoming not just a major business destination, but also events. So if you look at large events which have already taken place in India, as you already know, G20 transportation was provided by us. We were the official transport partner for the
For
government
South
of India.
South Investing.
Ministry of External Affairs had given us the contract for that, and we took care of the delegates transport, not just the government events, but now there are so many sports events happening, there are weddings happening, there is conferences, trade shows happening, so there will be a demand for transportation for all the delegates who come into that city to attend a particular event, or they go for some post conference tours, etc. So there is a demand for that. Apart from that, there is a huge demand which is going to come from the growing leisure market. Customers who are traveling for weekend getaways, or they are going for some long trips, so they will be requiring safe transportation. So global trends are definitely signaling that, and look at the aviation industry, right? I mean, your aircrafts, the way the companies are placing orders for those aircrafts, obviously, transportation will be required for those people who come and go in and out of the airports for the airport transfers. So every traveler will need those airport transfers for doing that journey on the flight, and therefore transportation in itself is a very promising industry in the future.
So, what's going to be your growth strategy to cater to all of this?
Well, our growth strategy has always been making sure that our quality speaks for the brand.
Right.
So we will concentrate to deliver consistent quality at scale,
Sure.
and we will also make sure that our corporates, we are able to expand our wallet share of their transportation spend, because we are in the both the as he explained, both the flavors of the business, employee transport services as well as chauffeur car rentals. We see tremendous synergies there, and we see that corporates who are using us for chauffeur car rentals, they can also use us for their employee transport commute, and the ones who are using us for employee transport commute, they can also use us for their chauffeur car rental spend. So that is one way to increase wallet share.
Sure.
Secondly, we have a sales team which is positioned in all the key cities of India.
Okay.
So we want to grow our business from all the segments of the transportation, whether it is coming from corporates, event management companies, travel and tourism companies, as well as premium segment of the HNI market. So we are going to grow our business, and we have a marketing team which is going to do both online and offline marketing to be able to attract new customers from the market, and spread the brand across. And I hope that with the listing, we will get a good brand visibility, so that customers can book eco mobility with confidence.
Super. So, Mr. Rajesh, what are the top 5 reasons one should invest? The retail investor should invest.
I cannot say why anybody should. They should be definitely, um, going through our RHP and seeing what risks are of an investment or not invest. All I can say is that what we have done so far in the past, and the efforts we've put in, which have put us into this position where we are India's largest and most profitable company. We have our own technology, and an entire tech stack for the CCR part of the business. The way we are growing our business, right from the organic growth of our current clients and acquiring new businesses, our energy and enthusiasm to to branch out of India and offer our services overseas are what makes Eco what it is today, and it's been a great journey so far.
Wonderful, wonderful. So, what's your leadership mantra?
Trust people, develop people, review, give feedback, and create and live up to the values and create the right culture in the organization.
So,
Very important.
super. So, Mr. Aditya, I know both of you come from the army background. So, what has been your key learnings from the army? What strategies and your learnings from your dad, which helped you build this whole empire?
I think what we learned from our father was discipline, hard work, taking your people along, and always, every day, waking up with a positive mindset and making sure that the relationships that you create are sustainable, and they are always for the long term. So I think these are the certain qualities which our father had, and we try to remember them and learn them every day of our life.
True Karma Yogi, as you mentioned earlier.
Yes,
Yes.
so he
Yes.
is a Karam Yogi. That is what he used to call himself, and that is the word I learned from him, that he is a Karam Yogi. And he also used to say that you are born with a family already, so you don't have a choice. Whatever family, whatever relatives you have, you are born with them. And then there is a family that you create of your own,
It's beautiful.
which you create by making sure that you give,
This is your friends, your
which
colleagues,
which you give into the relation, and
employees,
you
yeah.
invest in those relationships. So that is the family that you create. So I think definitely that is one thing which everybody, we all can relate to, that we all have a family that we have created for ourselves, and the better the family, the bigger the family, and the more positive the family, the more enjoyable and more happy our life is.
The more the merrier.
Yes.
Yes, your final words for the budding entrepreneurs.
One, don't be afraid to take a risk in life. Life is about risk. Two, whatever you do, put your wholehearted effort into it. And three, just show up. Consistency is very important than talent. It's more important than any special gifts you may have. Just be consistent, be there for it every day, and it will generate that result.
Thank you so much for sharing those golden words. Wish you a
Thanks,
fantastic
Sonia.
run at
Thank
the
you.
market.
Thank you so
Pleasure
much,
talking to
Sonia.
you.
Pleasure talking to you.
Bye-bye.